27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Connection Interruption Podcast. It's Swing Live here. You know, it's been a couple gloomy days, so hopefully everyone's been inside gaming away. Enjoy them while you can, because soon we're hoping for this nice, beautiful weather. But Ryan, get on in here. Let's talk about some news, some games, what's going on. You know, hopefully you've had some time to game this past week.
A little bit, yeah. I mean,
I don't know if those soccer games have been getting rained out or not, but
yeah, training has been getting rained out off and on. But yeah, so I've gotten a little bit of gaming in. I've continued my NHL series for another couple weeks, so I've been playing some NHL. Played a little bit of Fortnite the other night. I played about 10 minutes of Lego Star Wars and then realized that, like, I don't have time to sit down and play through it all at one time right now.
well, wait,
So-
you mean like a chapter or like the whole game?
Well, like, I want to play it in a bigger chunk.
Mm.
Like, I'm definitely in one of those modes where I have to try to play it in a larger chunk. I did do some Gran Turismo. I just happened to catch. I'm super excited about this. So on PlayStation Plus, like as a PS Plus member, that the Robin Hood game is free.
Okay.
So I just saw that like not too long before we started the podcast. So I'm really looking forward to getting to that, because that was one that I was going to buy at launch. And I didn't, and I don't know why. I don't remember why I didn't. And I'm guessing it was just because of when it released. And I didn't even realize it's almost a year old already. It's called Hood Outlaws and Legends. It looks really, really cool. So I'm interested in seeing kind of how that plays. It's PvP, VE. Like there's some multiplayer heists and stuff. So I think that could be a lot of fun. And then I played, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I played some GTA 5. And we're not going to talk about it when Tay gets in, but I actually enjoyed the little bit that I played. And then my son was playing it earlier today, my oldest, and we were kind of laughing about it. Mainly because like I am definitely like just kind of a kill 'em all kind of player on that. So he went in to rob like a convenience store, and the convenience store clerk's like, I know the drill. And I was like, as soon as he gives you the bag of money, just pop a cap in him. And I was like, where's that coming from? Like, what just happened to me? Because as you know, I'm not into that stuff, but
Right.
out of nowhere, I had this like ultra violent streak. I was like, kill that fool. And he was like, what?
Everyone goes through their phases, right? I mean,
like, I've never ever said that in my life, but I was just like, just do it. Get it, like, get down. Just get it over with. But yeah, so it was very interesting. I'm interested to see like if I can continue to play it and enjoy it, or if it was just like a short term, like, okay, I did it. I played a little bit more. I'm done.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was pretty much what I played this week. I really need all of my switches are dead.
Wow.
Like all the batteries are dead because the kids have been rotating and playing with them. So that's becoming an issue again. Not buying another one, but
So wait, how many of the new like LED ones do you have?
I have one. So I have one of every model essentially. So I have one of the originals.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of the ones that had the improved battery life, like the second run, and then I have one of the OLED.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I guess that's just, and I don't have any of the lights, so I guess I shouldn't say I have one of every model, but I have one of every one of the Switch with the detachable Joy-Cons.
Okay.
But yeah, so they've been playing it a lot. Like they've been playing Fortnite. They've been doing some other stuff. I don't know. It's frustrating because when they're all dead, then I can't really play much. So that gets frustrating to me. But I mean, I understand like their appeal to it right now because we've been kind of going through a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a quick, just pick it up and play something and then put it back down. But then they forget that if you don't charge it, they're dead. You know, like my daughter was like, "Can I play the Switch?" And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then she's like, "But it's not working." And I was just kind of like, "Yeah, because you don't put it on the charger." And that was kind of my way of teaching them, like, you know, you want to play it, you have to put it back. But it has been a crazy week of just random picking up stuff and playing. I downloaded MLB The Show. I played one game of that. I'm trying to think, like I didn't even get through my whole list last time, but I have a ton of stuff that's on the, like, I need to go back and look and see what's currently listed in my Xbox as a quick resume. WWE. I played some more of that.
Okay.
Some of the creative wrestlers that people are doing are freaking phenomenal. So that's been entertaining me a little bit because I just like to see what people can do with that mode. I created a tag team of luchadors. This guy and that guy, and the tag team name is Those Guys.
So cheesy.
Because I was just like, this will be funny. Like it just little things, you know. I'm very, very easily entertained. So that was one of those things. I played a couple rounds of Call of Duty, Warzone. Let me pull up here on the screen and see what they are.
So you played a decent amount then.
Yeah, like I was kind of bouncing around everywhere this week. I played a couple mobile games. Still playing that Cash Bash, like casino game.
Okay.
It's just like slots and stuff.
Right. Now you need to get VR so you can play.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list. I've got some other little pieces to wrap up before that. So I went back and played about probably 30 or 40 minutes of Borderlands 3 to try to decide whether I want a Tiny Tina or not.
You want it. I've heard it's short. I've heard it's very short.
Well, and so here's the thing. I don't want to pay full price for that game if it's as short as everybody's saying it is.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, how long do I wait? Where's my magic price point in it? I'm going to say it's probably under 30 would be my best guess, but I'm definitely interested in seeing what I can get it at. And then I contemplated Horizon Zero Dawn on PC because it's on sale for like $23 still. But I haven't done that yet because I have it on PlayStation, so I don't know that I really need it on PC.
You don't.
Yeah.
I don't even think the game's worth playing a second time, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think it's one that I just want to see like the difference. It's similar to what I did with God of War, right? Like I wanted to see the difference on PC to PlayStation. But what about you? What have you been into?
So my list is short, but I've been mostly playing just Lego Star Wars and Escape from Tarkov. Been playing a lot of just each of them. Basically, just been playing Lego Star Wars, and then if my friends get on, we play Escape from Tarkov. But last night, got home after opening day and all that fun stuff. I didn't go to the game, but watched it with some friends and whatever. And I was playing Escape from Tarkov. I'm like, kind of like just too burnt out on today. I'm just gonna go chill and just it's kind of a relaxing game in a way. Lego Star Wars, very casual. So I was playing that, and then all of a sudden I was like, man, I'm way more tired than I realized. So I had to hit the hay. But I think I'm on episode 4 of Lego Star Wars. I'm not. So the way I'm playing is I'm just going through the whole game. I'm just playing all the main stuff, and then I'm gonna come back later and then go find everything, do the collectibles, and do that in that set order kind of thing. So that's kind of my plan with that. Still playing a little bit of Core Keeper. We're still just kind of chewing through it, taking our time. We don't want to rush it, but we need to beat that. I need to play Elden Ring more, and then there's a couple of games that my buddy and I have listed that's like, okay, we're gonna be Core Keeper, and we're gonna play this game, and then we're gonna play that game, kind of thing. So just keep working through those. And kind of a segue from what we're playing into the news. My friends, as the Open started, were sending me links to apparently there's been a Bigfoot sighting on. And I don't know, from those of you who remember or either seen my podcast or remember when I was in the other studio that I had that big Bigfoot sign. It's kind of like our friend group's it's kind of a joke, but it's kind of a thing. I put it hopefully you can see it. It's on Facebook. I don't really use Facebook, so I don't know how to really link it. But
let's see.
But it's at Stone Lake.
There's a photo.
There's photos.
Oh, multiple photos. Huh?
Yeah. It's probably fake, obviously, but it's always good fun. Yeah.
Oh, the memes that are already posted with it are great.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, and it just says, "Believe in yourself, even when no one else will."
Yeah. Another blurry photo that could just be someone wearing a coat. I don't know why they'd say wearing a coat. It's obviously a suit. Looks like a ghillie suit. It doesn't even look like a ghillie suit. It's it's definitely a gorilla costume, but now I want to buy a gorilla costume. I didn't get shot though.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. I don't know that Bigfoot exists, but I do find it interesting that many people are that into it. And to each their own. I mean,
I think it's all good fun. Aliens and Bigfoot, man.
I have a big old alien on my desktop wallpaper on my MacBook.
Okay.
Because my new MacBook has the fingerprint scanning.
Nice.
So it's a alien like with its finger pointing outward. Because that's how I feel every time I log in with my finger. It's like, here we go.
Yeah, so that's very interesting, but either you do or you don't believe. But I like to believe Stone Lake's really not that far from me. So maybe one of these days I'll have to go hunting. But
so it specifically says it was there. Like how to?
Yeah. So if you click out from the image, go to the post somehow.
Oh, there's another image.
It says the sheriff's department just validated the photos in the finding. Bigfoot team has been deployed to Stone Lake. I will update as information comes in. An Ohio man is happy to be safe and at home after a scary incident. It's not even scary, it's pretty far. Spotted Bigfoot in the woods
other side of the lake.
And took these amazing photos of the beast. At first, I thought it was a grizzly bear, but once I got a better look at it, I realized it was definitely a Sasquatch. The Claremont County Sheriff's Department is currently examining these photos, but they are expected to verify their authenticity soon. This is a developing story, more to come. And now my one friend knows the Goshen police chief, and apparently, this is hearsay, but apparently he says the real. But breaking news. But anyway, so this is yesterday at 3. So I mean, this is a hot minute ago. But
oh man, that's craziness.
yeah, Bigfoot, man.
Speaking of sightings.
He got jokes. He got jokes.
I think I have that same shirt.
Oh, well,
I definitely own that shirt.
I don't know if mine says Call of Duty, but it definitely just says, Modern Warfare on it.
yeah, I caught this on sale at GameStop. Got it for $5.
$5.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. So probably same shirt.
Yeah, man.
So what
What's
up,
good,
Craig?
fellas?
What's
Man,
going on?
today has been a long day, but thank goodness I ain't here with you fellas because this is my detox for the day.
That good, huh?
Yeah, dealing with first, second, and third graders is a trip.
You got this.
The perfect birth control.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I coach 3, 4, 5, and 6-year-olds as well. So it takes a special kind of
Human being.
woosah to get through some of those sessions. But they can do some fun stuff. So
Yeah, like most of them are nerdy, geeky, smart. But some of them, I'll be like, man, if you talk to your parents like that, and some of the parents like, yeah, he said stuff to me like that. I'm like, what? And he's still living? Okay,
right.
Yeah. But I never understand that because we smacked our lips, rolled our eyes, and said anything smart. We were on the floor,
Oh yeah,
out of the kitchen sink.
mouthful of soap.
Right.
Bar of soap right there.
Look
Yeah.
at
So what have
the-
you been playing, man?
2K, of course. Gotta get my 2K game up since somebody don't want to replay me a man.
Oof.
I've
You
been
really want to
playing.
lose again?
All right, yeah.
Just asking.
I've been playing The Office on my iPhone. The show, The Office. I've been playing that. Play Age of Empire for.
What is The Office? I mean, I know what the show is, but what is the game? Like
You gotta get sales leads, but corporate has cut the budget. So yeah,
my job.
yeah.
I'm not. Nah. That's like that'd be worse than Job Simulator, bro. Like what? No.
Yeah, so like you gotta create your own budget by getting leads. It's funny because they got a whole lot of stuff on the show that they say is funny though.
Yeah, I'm sure. So Age of Empires.
Yeah, I've been playing that, getting kind of good at it, and also I started over Grand Theft Auto completely.
Which one? The 5th?
Yeah, the 5th. I started that one
Have you
over.
ever 100% of that game?
I guess I was like a 98. I don't know what the end is.
It's probably. I mean, you got to find all the items. It's like the hardest part. If
Yeah.
you get the strategy guide, it'll get you there.
Well, that's packed up in a box somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. How do you feel? Speaking of like Bigfoot, aliens, we're kind of hitting it on that a little bit. How do you feel about the Mount Chiliad mystery?
What?
You've never heard of that? You guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I was deep in this. So I am a
Hold
tinfoil
on. Is
hat
this
guy.
that Easter egg thing?
Yeah. It's Rockstar literally said it would never be solved.
Okay.
So there's a Reddit that I've been a part of for a
I
long.
mean, there's a
time.
1 hour YouTube video.
If you go to r/Chiliad mystery, dude, I was on the subreddit all the time. They're still on it. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel from like a long time ago where I was just kind of playing the game and all of a sudden started getting weird sounds, but then we kind of figured out what it was. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, yeah, strange news. Yeah, it has 270 views 7 years ago. Strange noise near Los Santos shore. But I had the radio on, and I think it was from the radio. But yeah, so they have So this Chiliad mystery subreddit has 41,000 people, but right now online is only 11. I mean, this thing was way bigger back in the day. But they still are trying to figure out. But like, anyway, because like if you give 100% the game and you come at night, there's a UFO above Mount Chiliad. You have to 100% the game, and then there's a. But anyway, if you look at that,
when you say 100%, you mean
everything.
The story and the side missions
and collectibles. 100%. Like
so I'm
that's 100%. Well, you can. So like if you have it on PC, or you could do it on 360 back in the day with a flash drive. But you can. If you go to the subreddit, they have like 100% game file, so you can download it. So that's how they help people. That's how they got more hunters. It was like, okay, here's a file. This is 100% save. So if you're wanting to go search for things, here you go. But anyway, there's that image on the Mount Chiliad, with like a UFO, an Easter egg with a crack in it, and a guy with a jetpack. So it's like they're always trying to figure it out. They never did.
Hey, you know what's crazy? It's another mystery to that game that I still haven't figured out. People said they've done it, where you could scuba dive in the ocean and find a lot of money at the bottom of the ocean.
You can also find bodies of the serial killer that's in GTA. There's a serial killer in GTA that they hint at and talk about. There's a whole story behind it.
Yeah, see, that's deep. I might have to go through that this time. But I went to the
actual on YouTube. It's so interesting.
I went to the actual spot where the money's supposed to be at.
Yeah.
And I went down, and it's like you could see like the crash site. But
it's like a car, right?
Yeah. I couldn't find the money though.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that, but it's been so long.
Oh, do we have to tell Tay the secret now?
What happened?
I've started playing GTA 5.
The world's about to come to an end.
Yeah, well, it's funny because we were talking about it earlier in the show.
He's gone crazy on GTA too.
Yeah,
it's not low keys.
So my 16-year-old was playing, and he was like robbing a convenience store, and I was like, as soon as he gives you the bag of money, just pop a cap in him.
No witnesses.
Can't leave any witnesses. Yeah, like I turned into a complete heathen. But it was pretty funny. So yeah, so I mean it's on sale on Xbox for $20.
What, the complete edition?
Yeah, the XS version. So that's why I wound up picking it up. But the other thing, and Mark, I didn't say this earlier, but remember how I was going to get SnowRunner? Like I was super excited about that game.
Yeah.
It's on Xbox Game Pass.
Did you play it yet?
No, I just saw it was on there when I was looking something else up.
Do you have a racing wheel? I can't remember.
I do.
Yeah, so you gotta set it all up now.
Yeah.
I got a question. So I'm reading the article here. It says the dude Aaron Jen Sensor solved the Mount Chiliad mystery 4 years ago.
I'm not sure.
You gotta link me. Put it in the document.
I thought they said it was never going to be able to be solved. I thought that was the whole like.
They said that there's just Easter eggs in the game that would never be found or never solved. Let me see if I can find that.
See, y'all really about to make me dig into this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if any of us should be digging into this one, it's you.
Yeah, I'm about to make me dig.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna solve it as soon as the next one comes out.
Yeah, of the three of us, you should be the one that digs into this one the most.
It was on Tech Radar. Their art director said nobody will find all the GTA 5 Easter eggs.
Challenge accepted.
Apparently, there's an abominable snowman.
Uh-oh. Now Mark's got to find it.
There's stuff that's so obscure that people will never see it. I love the connection that social media has given us with people who play our games. I think everything in 4 has been found. I'm not sure if the same will happen for 5. So, I mean, that's so cryptic, too, because it's like, ooh, there was a little piece of paper on the ground that said GTA 4. They didn't find that one, but it's like, you know what I mean? But they also made statements. They're just so cryptic about this Chiliad mystery. It's like, it bothers me. Did you link that in the document today?
Yeah. And I'm looking. Okay. All right. So they said here's the 5 unexplained mysteries in the GTA series. Donald Love disappearance. He's the media tycoon. Extraterrestrial life. Underwater hack that I went looking for and didn't find it. Apartment 3C from The Godfather. And the Infinity Killer, the serial killer.
Yeah, Infinity Killer, yeah. Yeah, so there's supposed to be like a DLC of like an alien invasion, is what a lot of people thought it was going to be, because there's so many references to aliens in that game. So many. And then
I thought they all had to deal with Michael being like a conspiracy theorist.
I don't know, man. There's like, you can find sunken UFOs.
Yeah.
And like there's all sort of alien paintings, and I don't know. But anyway.
It's not my fault you guys are gonna make me play this game.
No, y'all really gonna make me take my map out the book and put it on the wall. and really,
he's gonna be like Mailroom Charlie.
Are you gonna put the map? Are you gonna put the map over top of the TV so like when you're playing you can see like?
Hey, I wish I could do that, but the TV I'm playing on right now is kind of medium.
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 Like my T-shirt.
Breathe.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean I think it'll be interesting to see like if you find any of these weird things because I mean you're really into GTA, so I just think some of the achievements are fun. Like I want to do some of the crazy achievement stuff. I want to do. There's one that's called Clean Sweep, and the achievement is for finishing a gang attack without dying.
I really want to do the or whatever it's called. What are the heists? I want to do all the heists without dying.
The diamond heist, the bank heist.
Yes,
yeah,
all of them.
Wait, so do you have it on PC, Mark?
Yep.
Tay, you have it on PC now too, right?
Yep.
Their crossplay works though, right?
I don't know, but I have it on PC as well. I've had it on PC.
Hey, let's create a connection interruption with the CIs.
We'd have to figure it out. Like,
there's got to be a punishment if you die, though.
Well, then I'm gonna be punished.
I'll just run. Terrible.
I'll just run. Like run.
Biggest thing is just making sure you have snacks and armor.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Just take your time.
I don't know that.
But you can't fail anything. So if like you fail the part of like, I'm pretty sure if you fail like following the car or whatever it might be, like you have to restart. If you fail the hack or something.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'm game for whatever. I would be willing to try it out just to see.
Did you guys see that No Man's Sky came out with a Outlaws update?
No, humor me. Tell me what it is. Because here's the thing with me and No Man's Sky. I loved it at release. I haven't played it really since. I was one of the very few people that really enjoyed it at release. But I also hadn't really heard any of the hype of what it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I wasn't disappointed in what I was playing because I hadn't been hyped up about it prior to release. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I know a ton of people were upset with it.
So, apparently, with this new update, it allows you to be a cargo smuggling space pirate.
Okay.
Essentially. So, you can just, like, you know.
So, you get to be Han Solo?
Yeah, basically. So, like, it says, like, ship-to-ship combat can now occur within the planet's atmosphere. Pirates may raid your settlements, and for those who find space combat difficult, flight accessibility has been significantly improved with a new auto-follow mode. It kind of makes me want to get it and then do it again, to be honest. So the only problem is I have to rebuy it because I got it on console because I didn't want to wait for PC. But it says, haul contraband, hire pirate wingman, and fly a new class of starship. Looks pretty cool. but I haven't touched that game like in forever. And honestly, I probably have to restart if I got on a PC, and I don't really want to do that. But I also don't want to play on Xbox One. So, how much is No Man's Sky on Steam right now?
It's $53.99 on Humble Bundle right now.
It's $30 right now on Steam.
And Steam has it for $29.
Yep, $29.99. Apparently, they have online co-op PvP, which I never got to try.
Oh, I wonder how many people are jumping in to Sea of Thieves because it's on sale for $20.
I saw a lot of people were playing it. Apparently, Core Keeper has a Great Egg seasonal event.
GTFO is on sale right now for 4 days for $31.99 as well. That's one of those crazy bloody shooters that I was debating on whether I should jump into or not, right? Like,
yeah, I'm looking at the graphics on it. It's like, wow.
Yeah. That one's one that when it got announced, I was like, oh, I'm super excited about that game. And then when it came out, it just kind of fell flat. But there's a ton of positive reviews, but it just didn't seem to take off with anybody. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I still need to play in my collection, though, before I go dropping,
That would never happen. That would never happen.
I feel that.
Like, I keep looking at things and I'm like, oh, I really should play that. I haven't touched that yet. And I keep reminding myself that games with gold on Xbox is still a thing. Because for whatever reason, I keep forgetting that exists each month. And I did all the March ones this time, but I need to look at April and see what was out there. Because I'm really bad about checking that. Even though we talk about it on the podcast, I will still forget to go do it. But it looks like there's some good ones. Another site is one of the current ones. Hue Outpost Kaliki, which I loved. And then MX versus ATV Alive is available at the end of the month. So if you have Xbox Live Gold, make sure you snatch those up into your collection so you don't miss out. Like I tend to, because I forget to do it.
Well, I know I got a better chance of getting the Xbox than the PlayStation, so I might switch over.
Well, so interesting, like that you say that. So I was talking to somebody yesterday, and there's like a group of people that have gotten to the point where if they see one, they're just going to buy one. And then they're going to sell it to someone at their cost. So I joined in. I told them I was like, I'm in. I'll do it. Because there's so many people that want them, and the goal is to just try to get people to stop scalping them.
True.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I'm almost down to just start scalping them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see where there's the benefit to that to make some extra cash, but I'm so annoyed with the lack of ability to get one of those consoles still. Actually, I'm starting to feel sorry for Tay.
No. You want to hear a crazy story? My godbrother, right? He had 7 of them.
What?
Jeez.
Only kept one.
Why did he?
He didn't price gouge on them. Like he sold them, like, you know what I mean, for whoever wanted them.
That's good.
But I was like, bro, I've been telling you for the past year or so that I wanted a PS5, and you didn't have one for me. And like, I really wanted to punch him in his head. But yeah.
Yeah, that would be frustrating to know somebody that's been able to find one and knowing that they knew you needed one and then nothing. Yeah. So, okay, Mark, you're the keyboard and mouse expert. Did you see this SteelSeries mouse?
Yeah, it looks like a copy off of what I have.
Okay. That was kind of where I was going. I'll put it in the chat if anybody wants to take a look at it. It looks very similar to what we've talked about in the past, and I was just curious what was different about this compared to the one that you've talked about previously?
Yeah. Oops.
So it's the Aerox 3 wireless for those of you that are listening along on the pod. But it got an 84 in the review from PC Gamer. I'm not a lightweight mouse guy. Like I've not really ever seen the benefit of the mouse being super light. Again, I'm not a keyboard and mouse guy, so Mark could probably share why that benefit matters.
So I was looking up.
I
was trying to remember how much mine weighed. I've had to look it up. So this one that you linked here weighs 74 grams.
Okay.
This one here weighs 47. So I mean, what the difference in that is only you can really only feel, but it's like super light. Like I'm telling you, like this thing probably like most of the weight's come towards the base. I mean, that's where the electronics are. But like if you look, like I don't know if you guys can see in it. There's really
there's nothing
There's
inside
nothing
of
in it.
Really.
There's like nothing. And
well, obviously
actually,
the holes in the plastic are to make it even lighter, right? Like you don't need the.
So it's wireless. I've maybe charged this. I've had this thing for probably like 8 to 10 months now, something like that. I've probably charged it like 4 times. Like I swear, maybe 5. Like the battery life lasts, and like I'll turn it off, turn it on. So like when you turn it on, so like it lights up. You can kind of see it. Hold on, do it again.
That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
So that's lighting up yellow, but so it means I'm getting kind of close. You light up green and a red, but I'll just plug it in when I'm getting off. But it's actually faster than a wired mouse as far as like the connection speed. How they do that, I don't know, but science. But anyway, as far as a light mouse goes, I like it a lot. Because like going back, I mean, I have their one before that, which is this one's still pretty light, but telling the difference. But before that, I had a Razer, and you don't realize how heavy mice are until you get one like this. You go back, and then it feels sluggish. You're just like, ugh. This is like almost like kind of VR. Wherever I'm moving my hand is where it's going. You know what I mean? It's like it just kind of feels like that, more like that versus like really pushing something.
Gotcha.
You can move it really, really fast. But do you need one? Absolutely not. Is it nice? For sure. But it's kind of one of those things.
A non-sponsor plug. Since I'm new to the gamer PC side.
Is that Logitech?
Yeah, shout out to my people at Five Below.
Hey, whatever works, man. Like I have a bunch of different ones around. Like I've never really been a fan of ones that had like a million buttons, and then I was playing. It was when I was playing WoW. I got one of the Cataclysm, World of Warcraft Cataclysm mice that has like the 19 buttons or whatever that you could kind of roll your finger along the side and cast all your spells in order.
Yeah.
But not too long after that, like I've just gone back to one that has essentially the 2 buttons and then the scroll bar. That's about it.
Yeah. So this one has 2 buttons on the side. Your top button is your DPI, so it has 4 different DPI settings.
No, yeah, I have a DPI button too. I guess. Yeah. I forget that's there.
It's actually numbered too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can kind of see it. But it's number 2,408 out of 2,500. But they're actually releasing a new one tomorrow. It's the Final Mouse. Hold on. Let me go to their Twitter. Because like if you go on their web, it's tomorrow at 9.
Did you pre-order or are you getting it? Oh, no.
So it's like a drop. You have to be there. You have to click it. It's the actually it looks like they're releasing a mechanical keyboard here soon too. But I like my Ducky. I have a Ducky one too. But they're coming out with a keyboard. Tomorrow they're releasing the Final Mouse Poseidon. So I'm trying to see if there's an image of it anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, actually there is. It looks pretty cool. Trying to see if I can find like a picture. Dang, they're just teasing. It looks cool. It's a very pretty blue. They just kind of you go to Starlight on Twitter. Man, why would they just? Dang. They always tease it. They'll probably tweet an image tomorrow.
Funny, if you search that Starlight mouse, it pulls up that Aerox 3 from SteelSeries.
Yeah, I mean it's basically the same thing.
It also
I think
pulls up
these-
that Rainbow 6 mouse that like whitish one that I got.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the box, but yeah.
You don't need another mouse then.
Nope, I didn't. I don't. But I wanted it, and there it
Well,
was.
If you
And I don't need a $547 mouse from the Final Mouse Starlight 12 Pegasus is selling on Amazon right now for $547.99, $46.99.
I found a leaked image of the Poseidon. If somebody put it on their stream, I'll put it at the bottom of the.
It's crazy.
That's too much for a mouse.
Yeah, says the guy who went to Five Below. I get it.
Right, that's way too much for a mouse.
Oh yeah.
So that Poseidon looks pretty cool. It's a blue one. It's essentially the same thing. But I think they run like $150, 200. But honestly, if you get one, you could probably sell it for double. I know we're kind of against that here, but
Well, I mean that's because it keeps people from getting them that want them, right? Like,
yeah,
that's the big issue. Like we don't. My argument is always like, you want to get gamers what they want at a decent price. So when you start doubling and tripling the cost of things for people,
yeah,
like you're kind of screwing the community.
So I got a question. So what? I know we talking about mouse and keyboards, but what is the best PC controller? Because I almost picked up a Wolverine.
I was gonna say really any
Xbox.
It's a Wolverine.
Oh snap! That
is a Wolverine. I have the original one and I have the 2.0. But yeah, so by far the best, and you just have to keep an eye out when you can get it on sale. Like, don't pay full price for it because it has been like, I want to say at one point it was almost like $70 off.
Yeah.
You could find it at different places at a decent price. So it's one of those things. Just kind of keep an eye out. Put it in your on your wish list at places, and then when it pops up and is on sale, you can snatch it up. That's probably my biggest thing is like accessories in general. Like I have a really hard time full pricing an accessory because I know they're eventually going to be on sale. Like there's so many times when I'm just like, it's definitely going to be on sale. But the Wolverine was really nice. I want to say I got mine at GameStop at some point, like after the holidays. But I use that thing on my laptop. I put it on the desktop here. It plugs into my Xbox as well. It does screw up the Series S microphone capabilities, like your chat for whatever reason. And I don't know if that's just because they haven't set it up correctly or whatever, but it has the little pieces on the bottom that allow you to mute your mic or turn your volume up on your mic and stuff. Right here along the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, when it was plugged into the Series S, no one could hear me with it. And I tried like 10 different headsets. I plugged the same thing into the desktop and play, and everybody can hear everything fine. Or if I plug into the original Xbox One, everybody can hear me fine. But on the S, it didn't work. So I don't know. But it looks like GameStop has the Wolverine for the version 2 one for $70 right now. And then the RGB one Best Buy has it for $99, which is usually $159.99
And that's the one with the
with RGB lights on the top part.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually this one that I just held up. It's this one. The version 2 only has like a little bit of lighting on the bottom, but it's lighter. If you're looking for a lighter controller similar to like the lighter mouse that we were talking about before, that's an option. Just depends on whether you like a lighter or heavier controller, I guess.
Yeah. I just pretty much use like a regular PlayStation or Xbox controller for PC, but I mean, if you need all the advantages to the Pro controller, I've never owned one, but they are amazing. They're like sweet from what I know about them. So for sure, go for one. But
I like how you slid that in there. Now I was actually looking at the Pro controllers and like all the attachments to go with it. I was like, is it really worth the investment?
I have one of those as well. I use that on my Series X.
so wait, what was the controller you were showing? I thought that was the Pro.
No, it's the Wolverine.
Oh,
But then there's the Elite controller, like the Xbox Elite controller.
which one's better?
The Wolverine's wired. The Elite is wireless. My Elite, for whatever reason, so there's supposed to be there's switches on the back, and the switches are supposed to have like a rubber little nub on them. Mine didn't come with it, so it's like has these like pointed pieces on the back. I was going to write to Microsoft and try to get 2 of the extra little rubber nubs for the back of it, because you can actually feel it like it pricks your finger, because the nubs aren't on there. But that controller I like because you can change out the thumbsticks as well, just like you can with this one.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want the higher thumbsticks or whatever. But when I travel, and this is probably going to sound weird, when I travel, I don't want a wireless controller, because I don't want to have to worry about bringing anything to charge batteries or bring extra batteries or anything like that.
Right. No, that's smart.
So I prefer a wired controller for that, which is why I like this one better. So, I mean, and you can pull out the cable, right? So when you travel, you can take it out, so it's not traveling with it in the port. But
yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah, I prefer a wired. Yeah, I prefer a wired controller.
Yeah, like I got this one. I call it plain Jane. It's wired, and you can.
Yeah. Is that a PDP?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's serviceable. I mean, it's a preference thing, man. I don't know that you need a fancy controller
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Erica says no wires during travel. See, I'm the opposite. Like I like the wired controller because I don't want to have to bring the charge cables and all that extra crap like to charge batteries. But yeah, I'm not I've tried. So we had an issue. So I brought the switches obviously when we went on our last trip, and then I brought just one charge one cable and plugged it in the bottom and didn't bring the dock or anything. I brought a portable dock because they sell like a portable dock that's just the wires, so you don't have to have the real dock. But even that was just too much junk to kind of carry around, right? And at the airport, you have to take out your switch and you have to put it. It's just like a laptop, like.
Yeah, you got to put it in the bucket by itself.
Yeah, and then it was like, and we took 2 because there were 2 of us going, and we like. It just was kind of a pain, and then to have things to charge the controllers if you wanted to pull them off separately, I just didn't want to deal with that. But I think there's bonuses. I love the Wolverine. I think that it's sturdy. I mean, it's seen some bumps around here. I mean, obviously with the kids running around, last night, actually, I heard what controller hit the floor, and I was like, tell me that wasn't a controller. That's the one negative of having the laminate flooring down here in the game room. Like, you can see there's actually a controller right behind me on the floor currently.
Yeah, I see that.
And I can tell you which kid that belongs to and which kid's going to be down here after the show picking that up. Because they all have their own controllers, so we know whose is whose.
Can't be mad at that though.
Yeah, but I'm not happy with it being on the floor. So, yeah, man, like there's good ones, there's bad ones, but overall, controller's a controller if you're just looking to play something. But if you're wanting to sit down for long sessions, there's nothing better than those Wolverines on the PC, in my opinion.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so I'm gonna put
you
that
got some
in
options.
I'm gonna put that in my cart, my bucket list.
You should start yourself a Walmart wish or Amazon wish list or whatever. We'll start sharing it on social media. Like, buy Tay this.
Top of the list, PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Mark, have you discovered any of these crazy combinations in Lego Star Wars yet?
No, I haven't messed with
Gamer
those
head
at
out
all. If I have, then I don't. Then I didn't know I did. I don't really mess with it.
Okay. I was just curious.
I mean, the combos aren't even the fastest way to like take people out.
Not at all.
Like, from what I've seen, people comparing it and stuff on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's true, but like allegedly. So I mean, I don't know. People are timing it and they're like, oh, if you're trying to beat the game fast, and combos really don't matter. The game is super easy, so it's like, I mean, honestly, I found this one combo that's like just works so easy. You hit and then you hit right trigger, and then so if you're really close, you'll hit him with the saber and then you'll quickly throw it and it quickly comes back to you and you can hit square. So by the time you melee, throw, you can melee like just like that. Okay. And so like if you need, so like boss battles go like that for me. I'm just like smack, throw, smack, throw, smack, throw, smack, throw, and you just do that. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, so I try not to do it too much. Otherwise, I'd just be flying through this game. But it's that's the way to do it. I try to like use the force to pick things up and throw it at people. Just try to add some variety. But you could literally just beat the game with square and trigger.
Interesting.
Hey, I'm gonna do it on my Mario voice, and the lie detector test determines that was a lie. So I was
what? What's a lie?
Him not using that combo. He be using it.
Oh, I be using it. I mean, I use it all the time, but like something, especially if like, all right, just like I fought what's his name? The guy with the 4 lightsabers. General Grievous. I was fighting him the other night, and you just take off like each of his limbs or whatever, like in the movie, and then it's just like I was like, this is taking a while. So I was just like, smack hit, smack throw, smack throw, smack.
You're like, I'm done with this guy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay. But I was also really tired last night, like I was saying in the beginning. So I was like, all right. And then I was like halfway through a level, and I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna finish this later. I gotta go to bed. But
yeah, I'll be interested to see once I dive in, like how much time I really spend playing it. Because I am in such a weird, like, with Lego games, I'm like, man, this is definitely a game for the kids to play. And then I get to the point where I'm like, find me those puzzles. Like, where's the next puzzle that I can dive into and kind of go from there. I'm curious with this one because I've seen all the movies. Like, am I going to get bored with it too quickly? That's my big concern. So, Halo, we've talked ad nauseum about Halo Infinite.
Never really good things.
No. But there's an opinion article out there on Kotaku that was interesting. Like, and it's a commentary piece. It says, after months of disappointment, Halo Infinite is about to get a whole lot better.
Doubt it.
So it's an interesting thought because season 2 of the premium pass is about ready to roll out. So I'll be interested to see, like, I'll put it in the chat. People can check it out. It rolls out May 3rd. I think I'll dive back in and see how it is and see if it's any different or, if it is going to make a difference or not to get me to go back and play on a fairly regular basis. But I think it's going to be hard for them to get me to go back in. And you guys didn't really dive into it much at all, right?
No.
Yeah. So one other game that kind of sucked my life away at one point, and this was before we even started the podcast. So, well, I think, it had to have been before we started it, I guess. Animal Crossing on the Switch. I got COVID-19 the week that game released. So my only experience playing that game was while I was sick with COVID. There were days where that was all I did. I laid in bed and played laying sideways and at the TV. I have been constantly looking for an Animal Crossing type game on PC, right? And I've shared with you guys on a previous show one that I thought was pretty close. I am now going to share a link with you all for a game called Long Winter.
Is it on Steam?
It is on Steam. Here's the link in the chat. I'll put it in the private chat so you guys can click right on it and take a peek. Just
wow.
look right at it.
Jeez.
I mean, it's straight up. It's Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Hold on. Were they shooting at each other? Oh, yeah. And how much is this?
It's in early access.
What was it shooting?
$17.
Yeah, it's in early access. It's $17. I haven't jumped in on it. It's multiplayer. It has crafting.
Oh, there is shooting.
There's some different stuff in it, but even the artwork, on their faces, look dead on.
I'm confused what the shooting's about. Has mixed reviews on Steam. It's never good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the game is all right. This is the 15th of March. This may be outdated.
You can loot or steal from other players. So that's what the shooting comes in.
Yeah, so that's got to be the only difference, right? But look at the art. It's dead on. I don't know how they get away with it without Nintendo being yeah, no.
Hackers ruined this game, March 20th.
Really?
Not ready yet. Hackers on consistently ruining game. Animal Crossing meets Rust. Animal Crossing with guns.
Yeah. I mean, and that's my biggest thing is I want to play it for the multiplayer aspect, but I want to be able to play it by myself and just go with it, right? And just play. The shooting thing is weird, but it literally looks just like Animal Crossing. So I was curious as to how it would play. But I'm not $17 curious, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He ain't $17 yet. Well, he gonna have it in this catalog.
I mean, it's Friday, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. That's one that I'm I don't know, but I've been wanting to play another one that's like it. And I got burnt out on the other one that I had played previously that was in early access.
What was that one called again?
That's why I was just trying to find the name of it because I uninstalled it actually on my desktop, but I still have it on the laptop. But I have so many games in my Steam library, it's hard for me to find where it is. But it'll come to me after we stop talking about it, I'm sure. But there's just a lot of those Animal Crossing clones out there. And I want to try to get back into it, but I can't. I don't know. I was so sick when that game came out that like I just associate it with that. So I've been like, I don't really want to go back and play it. And I lost my original save. Because it was on a Switch that previously died. Hoko Life was the name of the other one. HOKKO Life.
That's right. I remember that now.
But yeah, there's just so many. There like, if you search Animal Crossing clones on PC, like there's a whole list. And this Long Winter wasn't even on it, but it was like because you played this game and you played that game. It's like similar to Rust and Raft were the two that it said it was similar to.
Yeah. I think Rust is a stretch for sure. A lot of people in those reviews that I was reading, they said like it's such a stretch. A lot of people were saying it's a stretch because the game lacks toxicity.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's interesting for me because I think AJ's put in. My oldest, he's put in probably like 150 hours in that game. He loves that game, and I just could never get into it. But for him to put that much time into anything other than, I would say Minecraft is probably the one that he played the most. In the grand scheme, like 150 hours is a big chunk of time, given that he bounces from game to game. So he really liked Rust, but I'm just trying to find something that isn't going to break the bank and that I can just suck a bunch of time into.
Yeah.
Where I just don't care. Like my issue with Fortnite and playing that on a regular basis is they release new skins. Like if I could disable the store, if there was a function for me to go in and disable the store, I would be all about it. Because I catch myself like wanting to go and see what's in the store. What new thing did they put out there? Which is obviously their intent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get you shopping.
Yeah, but like I just don't want to put in any more money into that game right now. And they keep catching me with stuff. But speaking of catching me with stuff, did you guys even realize that the Kingdom Hearts 4 was a thing?
Nope.
No.
Okay, neither did I. So, Square Enix revealed the trailer during the 20th anniversary event. Some people are going crazy about it. There are a couple images within it that look like it could have Star Wars in it. So people are pretty excited about that. There's an image that looks like it's an AT-ST walker. In the background of one of the things. So Star Wars fans are super excited. Did you guys play those games, or were you just not into that series?
Never played them.
Not
even one of them.
So as much as I like Disney, and obviously the kids like it. Like I never really got into them, but I've watched the kids play them.
Yeah,
and that's been interesting because they can be rather difficult at times, and then other times you're like, oh, that must have been really easy because they just breezed right through that. But this one looks really, really interesting to me, and I don't know why. Like I don't know what the appeal is going to be for me to play it, given that I haven't played the other ones really. But it still caught my attention. So, is there anything coming out like soon that you guys are looking at? Anything that?
Nothing.
No.
I'm actually.
Dry. It's real dry.
As far as like gaming and funds go and stuff like that, I'm actually not looking at buying any new games. I'm actually looking at buying like more like stuff for like content creation. So I kind of would like a different microphone. There's nothing wrong with this one, but like seeing like people use that SM7B, it's like, man, I really want one of those. But So depending, I also kind of want to get a Sony like 6000 series camera. I think it's time to get rid of my 1080p Logitech that I've had since the beginning of all this. Because you could always use it later, that camera for other things in the future. So thought about that. I did over the weekend accept a new job, so that's pretty cool.
What?
Where?
April 25th. I can't say where.
No.
You can put it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. I mean, I don't know. I don't want people.
What? Everybody
not,
wants to go see Market work.
Yeah, as I say, it's not because if I said where it was, it'd be very. It's like it's not like a franchise. You know what I mean?
No, I gotcha. It's a place.
It's a place. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they have different locations, but not many near where I'm at, and people already know where that's at. So
we're about to narrow that down.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not trying to.
That's congratulations, though. That's cool.
Salute.
Yeah. So hopefully you can save that cash, maybe upgrade some things, but we'll see.
So you're gonna, with the new job, he's gonna be at Micro Center a lot more.
I'll be on Amazon.
It's funny because the last time I went into Micro Center, the person that was waiting on me looked down and looked back up and looked down and looked back up, and they're like, "You're really different than what I remember you." And I was like, I have no idea who this person is.
GameStop employee?
Yeah. It was a GameStop employee from back when I first started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small tri-state.
But yeah, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. But Tay, I did find one game that I bet you forgot was coming out within the next 6 weeks or so that you're going to be interested in playing. Sniper Elite 5.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's almost a little over a month away now.
Yeah.
You liked all those sniper games, right? The Sniper and Sniper Elite,
Yeah, and the graphics and from what they're saying, the graphics and gameplay is way a lot better.
The zoom in on the bullet thing, like the bullet time stuff, always made me be like, yeah, that's some satisfying stuff right there.
Right.
That's the one shooter that I'll say, I was like, yeah, get it as gross as possible. Let me zoom in, let that thing go in one eye and out the other, or out of the back of their head. As many shooters as I don't like to play. We've talked a lot about indie games. I know we're running short on time. We've talked a lot about indie games on here, and then some games that people just haven't played and that were really solid. Xbox Game Pass has Hades now for anybody who hasn't already played that. It won a number of Game of the Year awards for 2021, right?
Yes.
That was 2 years ago now, right? Yeah, it was released in 2021. That's Supergiant Games, Hades. It's on Game Pass now. Check that one out if you haven't already. MLB The Show is on Game Pass, which probably still has PlayStation owners losing their mind over that, because if you own a PlayStation and it's a game made on a Sony studio, you're still paying $60 to $70 for it. But there's a lot of good stuff out there that's older on Game Pass that it's worth taking a look at. So if you dive in, be sure to jump in. One of my favorite games of all time, Alice Madness Returns, is on there again. So it's part of the EA Play stuff.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for one of y'all to get the show so I can continue my win streak.
I have it on Xbox, but it's not going to happen on PlayStation.
It's not cross-platform either. I don't know. And and I'm still pissed off that you can't play PS4. People can't play people on PS5.
Yeah, I mean that's because the gameplay is different. It's just different. It's hard to describe the differences in it, but you can tell. When you watch somebody streaming it, and you can see immediately which system they're playing it on, because the presentation is totally different.
Yes, that is true.
And then there's one other game I wanted to point out that's on sale on Xbox, and this is one that we haven't talked much about on the show, But Immortals Phoenix Rising, I thought was really well done and had a really cool story mode. It's on sale for $15 on the Xbox Marketplace right now. And then, Mark, we found a bundle, didn't we? A Humble Bundle earlier.
We were talking about it. It looks kind of if you ask me.
Well, compared to the other one was super, super good.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the Humble Bundles are always interesting. I mean, it's worth it if there's a game or two in there that you want. But if there's not, it's just kind of,
Yeah, so there's a VR Humble Bundle right now. So be sure if you're a VR person, at least check it out. It's called the Must Play VR Bundle. Pistol Whip is in there. Ragnarok, which is one of the other ones that I had known. And then Down the Rabbit Hole was the other one that I had heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
And that one looks pretty cool. And that one's Cortopia Studios that did that one, published by Beyond Frames. So, kind of a smaller studios. But it just feels like it'd be a very cool game to play in VR. So if you're interested, be sure to check those out.
I have played. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say those job simulators and stuff. Like I've played those on was it like a demo? They're just like this one has Vacation Simulator. Those are just it's like a game you play one time.
Yeah, I think the ones that caught my attention were like Pistol Whip, Down the Rabbit Hole. The simulators, some people really love that stuff though. Like they love Job Simulator, and like that never really hit me at all. But I mean, that bundle's not bad. It's a bunch of $20 games for $10. I mean, they're all about $20 a piece, and right now to get all of them, I think it was like $10.
Question. So, because I'm looking while we're talking. I'm looking at these games now. I'm on Steam. My bad.
Steam.
So how secure are these games? Because I'm looking at the free games just to see if they got any good ones out there, just to add to the library.
How secure?
Like, you download a game and get a virus.
You're
Steam. You're good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you might download a game and be like, "This is weird."
Yeah, or this is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah, there's a couple like games that I've played that are free to play that I thought, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot because it's free to play, and then I spent a little bit of time and was like, and that is why it's free.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got like in these bundles, like there's another bundle out there that's board games and card nights. It's just called Game Night.
Yeah.
The Game Night bundle. That one's pretty cool. It's got Ticket to Ride in there. And some other interesting like board games. The Game of Thrones board game, the digital edition is in there. And Tay, you might be interested in that one since you're into Age of Empires. It's kind of similar in some regards there. And if you like Game of Thrones, obviously. But it's like Risk.
Nice.
So yeah, it's really interesting. So, all right, gents, we have taken up plenty of our time. So we did have one other exciting thing that happened within the last 48 hours or so. Mark, you want to jump in on that?
I can. I don't know if I know a whole lot of information.
Well, there's not a whole lot of information out there, but at least we can cover what we can at this point.
Well, you're hyping me up too much. All right. Well, so for those who don't know what @CincyFear is on Twitter, I'll just go ahead and plug that in too. Fear Cincinnati, it's Cincinnati's newest esports brand. Now, I believe I can say it's like powered by Game Day Esports, right?
Yep.
All right. And so they're actually giving a chance to win a Secret Lab gaming chair. And so I don't know if we're gonna. Do you have the link to the Gleam, or do you need me to send it to you?
I do have the links here. At least I thought I did.
So there's total night. It's 30 days, and there's currently 94 entries. But you can enter to win a gaming chair if anyone needs a new one. I can confirm gaming chairs increase your skill. This bad boy right here is getting me through. I've had some crazy Tarkov raids in the last week, and it's all because of this gaming chair right here. But yeah, so the Cincinnati Fear, Fear is here.
Yeah, salute.
I think it's super interesting. I'm excited. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot more information to come out, but yeah,
it's so early that I'm just like, right, like just kind of crossing my fingers, hoping for the best.
Yeah. So more information will be coming out, I'm sure.
Yeah, more info next show. I'm pretty sure we have it all tuned in by then.
I put the Gleam out there.
You can also go to fearcincinnati.com.
Yeah, I put that in the chat as well. Go follow on Twitter. Hopefully they'll be super active on there. The press release is hidden behind a paywall on bizjournals.com. So Cincinnati Business Courier has it hidden behind a paywall, but
the paywall is kind of weak because I can still read it.
Yeah, you can read part of it, right?
No,
yeah.
You can keep scrolling. You can scroll.
You read the whole thing.
You just got to read below the paywall. The paywall is like a brick, and there's like a good section below it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it stops. Like, I don't know if it's just because of the browser that I'm in or whatever, but it stops after the first paragraph for me.
Oh yeah, see, I'm a hacker or.
There you go.
Wait, no thanks. I don't want to be a part of your newsletter.
So there's
Rocket
lots of
League.
info out there.
On the website, we got Rocket League, League of Legends, Smash Bros, and Valorant. So they're searching for players in regionally and nationally. So follow them on Twitter, DM them, reach out.
Here's the link tree with all of their contact as well. So you can,
there's a contact.
Check that out.
There's a Tim's contact at the bottom of the Cincy Fears website.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So,
all right, everybody. Yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this week in our crazy world of gaming. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give us all follows on social media if you can and so desire. There are our social media tags right there. Tay got it on the first try this time. His hand's blurry, but
well, I got four more clean clothes behind me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you should have put him more in the blur.
Right?
Yeah. Every time I move, the blur changes.
Yeah, it's all hooked up to you. So thanks for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time here on the Connection Interruption Podcast. Hopefully we have a guest coming up soon, and we're working on behind the scenes. So I'm not going to totally spoil it, but I'm really, really close to another one. So we're crossing our fingers for that one too. So we will catch you at the next show again next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.